Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, July 19th, 2022 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I align my actions with energies that feel like me. And oh my goodness, so much going on today to dig into. I do want to start by saying, if you've been watching me for a long time, where Joe and I lived up on the mountain up in Northern California is on fire, like right there. So just send some calming energy there and to all the fires of the world, right? There's a lot going on. And astrologically speaking today, there's a lot going on. We have Mercury shifting signs today. We have Chiron going retrograde today. And we have the Sun and Pluto in opposition today. I actually want to start with the Chiron retrograde. So Chiron will be retrograde through like most of December. It's going from 16 degrees Aries to 11 degrees Aries. So especially if you have anything there, Chiron, wounded healer, is pulling us into healing energy. For all of us with Chiron, retrograde in Aries, this is a review of lessons, hopefully helping us shed layers that we have taken on. One of the key words that came up while I was thinking about this Chiron retrograde is unlearning. You know, as we learn, we put on so many hats and layers and things. And this is about taking off these layers, taking off these energies that no longer fit. So keeping your awareness for these next 5 months around what feels aligned with you and what does not feel aligned, what feels like you, what doesn't, what you've learned that no longer gels. Identities people have spoken of you, all of that is being cleared away. I always feel like retrogrades are such potent inward time. So this is really you tuning into your inner me, your inner you, your inner me, right? So, but not me, you. So being aware of that with this Chiron retrograde. And today we actually have the moon crossing Chiron or conjuncting Chiron. And so that moon Chiron energy, you may have some hidden pieces come up where somebody said, "Oh, you're too loud," and you're like, note to self, "Oh, I just had one of those just right now as I'm saying this." Note to self, like, it's okay to be loud. I always got in trouble for being boisterous when I was a child, and then I became what my mom called the church mouse. I became so quiet. Maybe my voice is like I am right now because I had to be quiet. The thing that came up was so interesting because somebody mentioned this about my handwriting the other day. I have notoriously neat handwriting. In middle school, they called me the human typewriter, but I used to have very messy handwriting. Somebody told me, I think in 4th grade, my teacher was like, "You can do better than this." And I was like, "Oh, I'm not doing good enough. I need to perfect my handwriting." And I set to work doing that. And they were like, "Maybe your true handwriting really is messy." And I did the messiest but coolest looking swirly signature the other day. And I'm like, I wonder if this is part of shedding those layers. So it may be just simple little things like handwriting. Does this matter? I don't know. You know, they analyze handwriting for a reason. So be aware of this. And again, as the moon crosses over Chiron, some of these energies may come up. Now, so that's first thing. Mercury going retrograde. Mercury, it's not going retrograde. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Mercury shifting signs. There's Mercury mischief right there. Mercury is not going into retrograde. It is not going into retrograde in the sign of Leo, which is where it's moving into. But Mercury in Leo loves to announce itself. Now, this is very interesting in tandem with this Chiron retrograde because Mercury in Leo wants to announce itself. Mercury in Leo is like a megahorn that like blows out golden glitter being like, "Here I am, look at how wonderful I am." Thinking of that person in I can't think of her name. Friends. She plays Amanda in Friends. I can't remember her real name. Jennifer Coolidge. She's like, look at me dancing. I've never had any lessons. That's Mercury in Leo that just wants to talk itself up. Now, sometimes you're talking up the inner child. Sometimes you're talking up the ego. And with this Chiron retrograde, we want to be super aware where our ego is coming in and feeling like it needs to fluff those parts of ourselves that maybe we've pushed down or maybe we've enhanced because people have liked them. That's not authentic. We want to be very aware of the authentic. Mercury in Leo is a beautiful time to be so heartfelt in your thinking, in your communications. Heartfelt, innocent, beautiful inner child energy. Think of insights that children bring. Like, children are so real. They bring the truth. Mercury in Leo is heartfelt truth, but part of that truth is about peeling off the layers. So these energies are definitely working in tandem. This is going to be a very fast move through Mercury, through Leo. I can't even talk right now with this Mercury shift. September 3rd, it moves into Virgo. So this is a fast, swift energy, but be aware of this. And this is paving the way for the more Leo energy coming in. Now, the third piece of action that we have is the Sun opposite Pluto, and that has its own intensity. And I didn't mention with Mercury shifting signs, we're going to have Mercury at 0, so the shenanigans are going to be up. So watch for technology stuff. Communication issues, delays, all of that. Send good travel juju to Jojo as he will be traveling in this energy to live a dream come true of his. So more on that later. But Sun and Pluto in opposition. This energy will make us very testy, and things that are usually molehills can become mountains. So watch that with this Mercury energy. You may find your frustrations happening much easier. I also have this card for this energy. So this could be about your ego coming up with that moon Chiron energy. This could be about the frustrations with Mercury. Again, ego getting hit with this. This may be some Pluto energy, feeling powerless, the frustration of that. Sun opposite Pluto. Again, in oppositions, we can work together. So this is where you can seize your power. Even if your power in this case is breathing and being present with yourself, be aware you are never powerless. That is a huge illusion. I also have the Be Here Now card. So being here now, again, presence is probably going to be your best bet, your best way through this energy. Now, Moon in Aries can also be very fiery and reactive in this energy. So we have that. We also have Venus and Lilith conjunct today, just to add to the fieriness. So we may find ourselves being a little bit more outspoken than usual. But Venus and Lilith together in Cancer is like, hey, you may want to say all these things and that's fine, but what does the inner you need? What kind of nurturing can you offer yourself in this energy? So be aware of that. Even if you have to shoot off your mouth a little bit, be aware of what inner you needs is even more important. Our final connection of the day is with the moon. Moon in Aries connecting to Saturn. Saturn in Aquarius. That might feel like the relief coming after the Pluto transits and the shifts and everything happening and just connecting. It just feels like such a connecting energy. There may be some creative energy there for you. You may get hit with some shoulds, but overall the feeling is like reaching out for relief, reaching out for connection to help inspire a shifted vibe. So, I love this too. Along with the totality card, I have the existence card. Remember your magic. Again, you have the power. You have the power of your mind. You have the power of yourself. You have the power of your presence to help move you through any of this that comes up. Joe loves the band Fish, and I have become a Fish lover due to being with Joe. And they have a song, "Everything's Right, So Just Hold Tight." And when I'm feeling this, that song really helps balance me. That's our last card, actually, a card of balance, abundance. This card to me is about balance on the physical and the spiritual plane. So if the physical is giving you some trouble, where can you surrender to the spiritual? And it's the same thing. If you're frustrated with the spiritual, where can you bring yourself to the present? So, leaving that here for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.